Tea time with Bodyslams.
Tall John, Big
To be
John,
honest with you,
Latin John,
To be honest with
Latin
you, though.
heartthrob John,
Wait a minute,
Latin sex machine John.
Pretty much, I am the new age shockmaster. That's what I am.
Jump into my mouth, Brian. I'll eat you. He did bite him in the match. The Raging Crow, Justin Garcia. Jonathan Chavez. The John Allen. Tea time with Bodyslams. A refined look at grappling.
Hello. It's been a while, but it's the tea time with Bodyslams. I'm Justin Garcia here with my co-host, Jonathan Chavez, the Latin sex machine, and the John Allen.
I've had some stomach troubles tonight.
John Allen decided he was going to go on a bender after his successful show and drink a buttload of awful soda.
No, that is not the story. I got invited to be on the Chisei-chan Adventures and do a gross soda challenge, and it did not go well for me.
That was not a smart idea, my friend.
Well, you know, I know Chisei, and I like to. Usually, I'll do what she asks me to. So.
Sounds to me like you fucked up. You fucked up.
Fucked up. Yeah. There's truth to that. There's very much truth to that. Whoever mass produces those disgusting, revolting sodas, I hate you so much.
Sponsored Tea Time with Bodyslams is now sponsored by the dudes who make those sodas.
Oh, shut up.
What you should do, you should get Sabu and Sin Cara to have a match inside their distribution plant.
What is with you and Sin
they
Cara
would
and
just
Sabu?
Destroy
He really likes-
everything.
He really likes them. And you know the worst part is I'm trying to open up a shock top to get the nasty taste out of my mouth, and like somebody messed up the twist top. So I'm screwed coming and going tonight.
Man, it seems like the only way you can really wash that out your mouth is just by getting a broken jaw or some shit.
I guess, damn.
All right, so we're talking about FU2, the show that happened at the Skybox Arena.
And I, to not be biased, I won't review the matches. I will happily listen to you guys' thoughts on it and answer any questions you might have.
John Allen, I have one question. Where's that pitcher of beer you owe us?
Oh, Lord.
That's
did owe
two
you guys a
shows
picture of
in.
beer.
That's 2 shows in.
We gave you some of our beer.
You know how much I need to give you guys now? Like 2 pitchers at Fandemonium.
Yeah, you owe us 2 pitchers, and if we have to do as much commentary we did this time, I'm asking for a paycheck for real.
You should have just gone and asked for it and said, hey, it's on John Allen's tab, and I would have backed you up on it. I mean, you saw how I was running around trying to handle a bunch of things, so that's...
No, here's the thing. We didn't want to get that free beer pitcher from you out of scumbag tactics. We didn't want to be like, yeah, this is totally on his tab, and just fuck off, and then you're stuck paying for a pitcher of beer.
It feels much better when John Allen has to give us the pitcher of beer.
We don't want to steal from you.
Maybe. Well, you wouldn't have been stealing, is the thing. I mean, I actually gave... My tab was actually kind of ridiculous because, you know, to congratulate Human Tornado on a good performance, I gave him a beer. I gave the ref a beer. You know, but there was a birthday boy there. I gave him a beer, so... It's just,
All right,
yeah.
All right, Fandemonium, we know what we're doing. That's 2 pitchers. All right, got that marked down.
I'm going to get you flippin' drunk and then put you back on commentary.
That was great.
No, the only problem was when there was 4 of us.
That was, it's a little bit tricky. Jacob the Riot Diaz wanted to hop in on commentary because he might have been, just because, to help him get over more as a heel. And it was his first time doing it. I know you guys had the chance to do it at another company like once.
One time.
And to your credit, you guys did well. The only note I would have is like I told Jacob is just, and it comes with practice, is be careful about the over talking, watching the give and take, and knowing when to get in and when to get out.
Right, absolutely.
But I mean, actually, when Mehdi came back, he had to go and do like 2 comedy performances that night, I guess.
Damn Mehdi, for letting us do something awesome.
Well, he complimented you guys, and he's like, "Wow, they sound good." I was like, "Yeah, they're not bad,"
Yeah, he actually came up to me after the show was over, complimented me and Justin on our our chops on the mic as far as announcing goes. I was just like,
Cool.
that actually means a lot coming from you two. You know, you two have done this for quite a while, and
A little while now, yeah.
yeah.
It kind of snuck up on me, but it's been something like, I think my first time doing it was in 2009, so that's 5 years. You know, well, not consistently. So, but I mean, like, that was my first taste of it back then, and look where we are now.
Yeah, and we're just two jackoffs who talk on a camera podcast bullshit.
I was just some jack off doing comedy shows, you know. So
Well, everyone
that's
starts.
you got to
from somewhere.
start. You got to start somewhere.
Everyone starts off a jackoff. I think we've established that. Now, let's get to the
Bingo.
matches.
You
The matches. What was the first match?
It was the 10-man over the top rope battle royal for
Yep,
a
the
guaranteed
talent
match at the next show.
Now, do you still have the list of people who was in it?
I do not, but I know John Allen does.
Let's see. There was Jimmy Ray Walker. There was Crazy Clown. There was Scorpio. There was
C-Love.
C-Love. Anthony Idol.
Ali Hussein.
Ali Hussein. I want to say Charming was in there. Who else? You'll have to forgive me. My mind is still reeling from
You were in there.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I knew we were getting to that, but I was trying to think. Was there anybody else?
No, that was about it. It was about a 9-man battle royal.
I made it. Did I make it 10?
You were making it 10
Okay, because that was the idea.
because that was hilarious.
Thank
Tea
you.
time with Body Slams. I'm doing my research right now.
You
Nice.
when you got dropped in there, and the first time
Yeah.
you came out, and I put you on the mic, I was just like, John, how you feeling, buddy? You're just like, you just started to chant for Vicodin, and it was great.
No, ibuprofen. I was like, ibuprofen.
Actually, I think it was an 8-man. From what I got written down, it looks like it was an 8-man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd wanted to have at least 10, but I mean, it was one of those things where I told the guys, hey, if there's not enough people to do a full battle royal, we'll just do a mixed grab tag match so I can get some more people some ring time, and if there was enough, we'll do a battle royal, and you know, it wasn't bad, you know, to do it with 8, because it was a talent showcase thing. Human Tornado actually wanted to be in it. And I'm like, no, homie, you're the main. You know, I want to get you. You know, we'll promo at the beginning, and then we'll have you at the end. But he's funny like that. And then, yeah, I think the biggest attack I had on anybody was forgetting to post when Disney was gorilla pressing me in there. So like I was kind of like almost not dead weight, but close.
No, yeah, that was about as much offense as he got.
That's about as much offense as John Allen can afford.
Well, I mean, yeah, I planned on doing a couple kicks and punches and strikes and such, but it was just one of those things where, you know, we only had so much time with that battle royal that because we tried not to go over.
And
on
in
time.
the end, you hurt yourself.
What's that?
And in the end, you hurt yourself.
Yeah, I gotta my dismounts out of the ring suck. You know, so I gotta go back to school a little bit on that one. But the important thing is that, you know, the fans had fun.
Yeah, and the match was pretty solid.
Yeah.
I gotta say, my MVP for that match is definitely Scorpio. Where'd you pick him up?
Scorpio's the shit.
Crazy Clown did actually. They do a lot of matches together down in TJ, and when I told him, hey, we'll probably be having a battle royal, he's like, hey, you know, here's some of the guys I usually work with. I actually thought these two other guys, Venom and Extreme Parker, would come by, but I guess that's for next time maybe.
But yeah, it was overall pretty exciting match. A lot of cool spots. Ali Hussein pulling out the V.
Yeah, wouldn't upset, huh?
over a very upset Jimmy Walker.
Not happy.
Booblets was not happy.
No, but when is he ever happy, right?
Grumpy Cat, as you so lovingly called him.
Grumpy Cat.
The grumpiest of cats.
Yep.
But yeah, no, that was a definitely good. That was a good warm up. That was a very good warm up match.
It got the crowd going. It showed off some really good talent. And it just
Yeah,
got
that was-
everybody introduced to future guys who can be on the shows later on.
Yeah,
It was, yeah, not something that I think we necessarily want to do every single time, but it back in the day when we do AWA shows out of there, those would actually be like the thing that ended the show. And a lot of the guys, when it was proposed, hey, let's do a battle royal again, the kind of unanimous decision was not to have those at the end anymore, because while I liked the idea of it being a curtain call of sort of, like, hey, here's one more chance to look at all the great wrestlers you've seen tonight. I also didn't want to we didn't want to have the main event be disrespected by putting on something afterwards.
Yeah, I get you.
Yep.
But what was match number 2? Was that the tag match?
That was the tag match.
No, it was not. I don't
No, it
believe
was
so.
not.
Thought that was. Oh, you know what? You're right. Okay, I'm thinking of what was originally planned versus what did happen. Because
We're off to a rollicking good start, ladies and gentlemen.
The best
Sorry.
plans always go to shit once the curtain goes up.
so yeah, no, we went into the mixed the grab bag tag match, which was originally supposed to go after Jacob and Eli, but they needed a little bit more time to get ready.
Okay, the confusing part to me about the tag match is Wait a minute.
Let's say who's in it. Let's say who's in it first.
I was going to.
So it
Thank
was
you.
Scorpio and Crazy Clown going off against CeeLo.
C-Love.
Yep.
Whatever. CeeLo.
When you see him,
No,
you see
C-Lo's
love.
You called him Viscera.
That was a joke, and then I realized that Viscera's dead, and I stopped talking.
As you well should have.
Good
and,
botch.
Jimmy Walker.
Jimmy Ray Walker.
Yeah.
Hey, at least I didn't botch that on the microphone. That was me talking to you, like, just in private, okay?
And I still
Gotcha.
mentioned it.
Yeah, because you're a dick face. So anyway, I didn't know, was it like 2 heel teams, or was it a heel team and a not-so-heel team? I was a little bit confused there.
I would say shades of gray on this one. It was one of those things where, it was supposed to be like, a random drawing of who gets thrown together in a tag match, with the story sort of being like, oh, well, Scorpio and Clown actually kind of know each other, so they lucked out, whereas Jimmy Ray Walker is having a team with C-Love, which is a very odd pairing.
Yeah, and I mean, like, Jimmy Ray Walker got a good reaction, but with a manager like Booblitz, you can't be a face. That's impossible.
No,
and
that's like being a face with Paul Heyman as your manager. Oh, wait.
It can be done.
Nice. Can be done. But, and
Yes,
then...
it can, I see.
No, we're not doing this again. That episode is lost, damn it.
The last episode of Tea Time. We found it.
No. Okay,
Yeah.
so, there was him. C-Love, I don't feel like got as good... I think that I was a little bit confused on whether it was a heel team or not, because C-Love didn't seem to get like a positive pop. He got like a negative pop, which,
You think?
Totally fine if he's a heel. I just didn't know, like, is he a heel? Is he not?
He just wasn't over.
Did he get a heel pop? I
Jimmy
didn't
Ray
quite catch
was
that.
over his shit for no reason.
Wait, what did you say, John?
Sorry, I know we got a bad miking situation here, but did CeeLo get booed?
I kind of felt like it was like not like a boo, you fucking suck, get out of here, but like a not like a middle, like a kind of
Okay.
Yes, the R&B singer trying to conquer the world of wrestling.
He needs the slickster. That's what he needs. He totally needs the slickster in his corner. Everything will work
Okay.
out just fine.
What'd you think of the match?
I loved the match.
I think we got a Scorpio fanboy, and I can't blame him. Scorpio and Crazy Clown put on a fucking amazing show.
Hell of a good tag team. They gelled really well together.
It obviously
Scorpio-
shows that they've worked
Yeah,
together well.
Scorpio's got a great look to him, solid, great attitude. So don't be too surprised if you see him back.
I better see him back, goddammit. I pay for tickets. I have a voice.
All right.
I'm a fan. I'm the fan in Fans United Wrestling, damn it.
Got it.
Nah, you're more like the F.U.W.
Oh, okay. No, those were the guys who were sitting next to us.
Yeah, the old dude that looked like the guy from Up.
Yeah, that was a little fucked. But we'll talk about
Yeah.
that later. Overall, good impressions of the match. I enjoyed these two working as a tag team. Big ups to I really enjoy looking at Jimmy Ray Walker as well.
Yeah, the dude's obviously no slouch. He's a great worker, good talent. I see positive things from him. I mean, I can't wait to see more of his matches.
And C-Love has got really good like in-ring charisma, which I totally dig. Because, being a wrestler of not the most conventional body type, obviously,
Look, real men have curves, too.
Oh, nice. Nice. Nice.
You know what brings the ladies? Love handles and man tits.
I know that when you guys had reviewed Skybox Mania, your note on Jimmy Ray Walker was like, hey, there's something there, but, we want to see him in a different match. So did this sort of give you more of what you wanted?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah. And also, this was like a good opportunity to see like Jimmy Ray Walker against, not trying to put anybody else down, but opponents more his size. Let's see how he wrestles against like, bigger dudes like Crazy Clown. We saw him against like the Cruiserweight division at the last show. So this was definitely a little bit more of a, I get to see him in a different element, and it worked out well for me. I think he's got like, major talent there.
Cool.
And plus, that was the match I commentated on, so I feel awesome about that.
Yeah. You
feel great.
Medi John over here.
Love that picture.
Yeah, that picture. God, he really gave you the hat and glasses.
Yeah, he did.
That was
nice
awesome.
guy.
That was weird.
Very generous. He'll give you the hat off his head.
Yes, indeed.
Very generous. He'll give you the hat off his head and the joint out of his mouth.
Well,
about
maybe
that?
not. Well, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, he might give you a brownie out of the batch. How's that?
Yep. So
Tea
then
time
we
with
move
Body
on.
Slams. We jokes.
Then,
Now the next
then
match.
we move on to Eli Everfly versus Jacob the Riot Diaz.
Now I have to say this. I have to say this right now because this match I did not commentate on, and I will say this: I'm happy I didn't commentate on it. Here's why. I wanted to sit back and enjoy this match. This match was amazing. It was my star of the night, and I stood up and gave them a standing ovation after this because they fucking earned it.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't commentate on this one as well. I fanboyed way too hard for both of them. That was a grade A, perfect match of the year. Honestly, like in my honest, humble opinion, should have been the main event. They fucking tore down the house.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. Which, by the way, a personal question to you, John Allen. How much did that cost you?
Mark is actually being very cool about it. Luckily enough, because the lights itself, the bulbs didn't get broke. It was the glass casing that surrounds the lights that got broken. So long as he can still actually use the light, he's happy. Although I said, hey, get me the information on what the case costs. I'll make things right. So thankfully it could have gone much, much worse, but the owner of the Skybox, Mark Harp, is an incredibly cool guy.
That could have gone very south.
Oh yeah.
But, oh my God, like,
Just
why was this not the main event?
just the amount of dives, throws, submissions. These two left their fucking souls in that goddamn ring. It was so amazing. This is the reason why I got into wrestling in the first place, seeing this high flying style.
And Jacob really compliments Eli well in terms of the clash of styles. Eli obviously being a very high-flying guy.
Well, I knew it would be great. I know that they'd been planning on being a very hot opener. It was actually their request that they wanted to be the first matchup, if possible. And I was a little bit worried about that because I know Jacob likes to go all out, Eli likes to go all out. And there's something to be said for knowing your place on the card and not making it too hard for people to have to follow you, especially if you choose to be the first match. But
Oh,
that's
no, absolutely.
why,
You're absolutely right there.
but that's that was their choice, and I tried. One of the draws with Fans United on the talent side of things is, maybe it's not always the most, we can't pay people what like WWE has or some of the more sponsored indies, but we'll showcase you how you want to be showcased. Morale is great backstage, and you'll be put in matches that you want to have, given that we can, it works out for everyone. So that's why it was there.
Right.
And but yeah, hats off to them for earning the hell out of that standing ovation.
Oh God, like, and one thing I really loved about this match, you had both competitors were getting quite a good pop,
Yeah.
which was really interesting. Like, you had Jacob had his fans, Eli had his fans, and by the end of the match, even those Jacob supporters were giving him like the standing ovation. They got on their feet. It was honestly like a Kodak fucking moment to me.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
The fact that the waitresses actually stopped, put down their trays, and started clapping as well shows you like these broads are working the entire night, avoiding getting kicked in the face, avoiding dives out of the ring, trying not to get in the way of photographers.
Trying not to get groped by drunk people.
And the fact is, they put down the trays. They went in for the standing ovation because even they took note. Like, this was an amazing match. Those two put on a hell of a show, and I can't wait to see, hopefully soon, a return match between these two.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I could definitely see them having a strong storyline between each other as well. So we'll see.
It's fucking perfect. Like, that was honestly a 10 out of 10, 5-star match for me. I don't know what more to say on that. It was perfect. It was perfection in the ring.
I'll reiterate it. I'm happy I wasn't calling it because I wanted to sit down and enjoy it, and I did.
I couldn't be objective even if I tried.
You know, the one regret that I have as far as my commentary on that is, you know, hindsight being 2020, when he broke the light and then, you know, really, really, he was already super popular, but I think he legitimized himself that much more. I think a line that would have been great would have been like, Eli Everfly has literally broken through the glass ceiling of professional wrestling.
Now
That
we need
would've
the
been a great-
Everfly movement.
Would have been a great soundbite,
Yeah.
Oh, Eli, you so fly.
right? But no, hats
Oh,
off
man.
to both of them for throwing it all out there and doing what they did.
It was completely sick. If I'm gonna leave on a final note on anything between those two, in terms of Fans United Wrestling in general, those two are like big talent. I see so much ahead for the two of them. Those are people whom, if I had my own company, I would not want to let them go.
Good to
Simple
know.
and plain.
Coolio.
What was the next matchup?
Iron
matchup
Butterfly
was-
versus Dark Usagi.
All right, Dark Usagi with what's his manager, Saito?
Susuke Saito.
Saito
yes.
Susuke.
Saito Susuke. And the other guy.
Anthony Idol, his new bodyguard.
Anthony
Yeah,
Idol.
I didn't understand why he was there. Is that like storyline like now? Is he going to be
I think
the bodyguard forever? Like, is that happening?
Well, let's just say that I don't know all the details, and there will be probably a discussion about that. But yeah, was it a one-nighter thing? Is it something that'll continue? We'll see.
All right. Well, in terms of the match itself, I like Dark Usagi, but I think I'm waiting for the right opponent.
I also like the fact that I was again doing commentary.
All right, we get it. We were doing Look, John, if we're going to do this, you might as well count off the matches you didn't do commentary on.
Okay,
That's a
Eli
shorter list.
Everfly versus-
True.
That was like it. There you go. That was like the only match. So, yeah, I think I'm honestly waiting for the right opponent for Dark Usagi. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. I think Iron Butterfly is a really good performer and a great, in-ring, great in-ring talent. But I don't think at least from the two shows I've seen, I'm still waiting for the correct opponent for Dark Usagi. Someone that like really brings out that like savage striker style that he's, uses so well.
Mhm.
But that's just me.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. They meshed well. I wish the match had gone on longer so I could have seen more of Iron Butterfly's repertoire. Dark Usagi really brought it. I also really dug his face paint for the night. Really bringing
Yeah,
up
wasn't that well done?
Yeah.
It was good.
That old school Muta feel. That's what it felt like to me.
Muda?
Muta, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know who the Grand Muta is, right?
No, I thought you were
I-
talking about Muda from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
You're a shit.
I'm a big fan
Sorry.
of just the clashing personalities and looks. It was what came to mind when the match was put together. Kind of like how Batman, the Joker is Batman's greatest villain because he is everything that the Batman is not. Here you have
Right, absolutely.
the savage, ruthless Japanese warrior in Dark Usagi versus the the fan-friendly, very charismatic, flamboyant, and colorful Iron Butterfly. They couldn't be any more opposite.
Yeah, it's a perfect package. It was definitely a perfect package, and with the promo video, it was really hype. Like, I got hype off the video just alone. I haven't seen Iron Butterfly before, so I didn't know how his in-ring style would be.
Well, I looked up a match or two on YouTube. It's definitely a little bit more, I guess, lucha based. You know, a little bit more fast paced, high flying. Not necessarily super high flying, but you know, you have some aerial moves in there. He has the Iron Butterfly. He has to fly.
Yeah. What I actually found interesting was at the last show, the crowd had the "This is racist" chants, and then in this, it still went on, but for a different reason. Iron Butterfly bowed to him, and then Iron Butterfly got the "This is racist" chants.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if that's just a very fun chant that they like to bust out. I mean, there always have always been racial undertones in wrestling because it's such an easy and great way to generate heat is to play upon people's patriotism. But I mean, that's such a minor thing. I don't know if that. I really think that chant was more in fun and not one of genuinely being insulted because that's such a minor thing.
Oh,
right?
No, it was so in fun.
It had to be in fun. I honestly didn't hear anybody say like, "God, I'd never come to this show again. It was so racist."
It was very similar to the
Right.
Eli chant. You know, the check his ID chant. It's very similar to that.
But yeah, any other thoughts on the Butterfly Dark Usagi match?
No, John, how about you? You're just like here not talking.
Well, yeah, I'm totally here not talking, you ass. Dark Usagi match, I liked it. I can't wait to see how Anthony Idol really comes into play next time. Hopefully we see more of the two.
He's got a definitely good crazy look.
Oh, yeah, and Anthony Idol and Dark Usagi as a tag team, that could be very monstrous right there.
Definitely.
Think
Brutal.
about that.
Yeah.
I'd see that.
Let that shit marinate. Because
Kind of like a Rhino Tajiri.
Yeah, because Susuke Saito came out there kind of like the father, James Mitchell / Mr. Fuji, you know, business suit up, but still with the little fan. I could totally see him building.
He
a similar
did have
stable.
the fan.
He did have the fan.
Yeah.
He was kind of a shitbag about the fan.
Oh, that was glorious. And I tell you, visually, what an interesting little stable, right?
Oh yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, very.
Like I would love to see more of out of those guys. I think this match was, to me, cut a little short to my tasting, but that fucking sick ass spike to the throat, man. Fuck all that.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm good. I ain't jumping in the ring with Dark Usagi anytime soon. Not until I get trained.
Dark Usagi is very brutal in style. That's why I think why I like watching him in ring so much. I think it would be interesting to see another person who's kind of similar in style that's also just as brutal, and you can have just a general slugfest, you know, and that would be
when you
really
look
awesome
at the
to see.
current roster of people you see listed as being performers for Fans United, who among them would sort of be your dream match currently against Dark Usagi?
I think the person we came to a consensus with, at least last time, was Jimmy Ray Walker. Although I would love to see Dark Usagi even against Anthony Idol, to be 100% honest, or even against, say, Maldacito, which we'll get to Maldacito later.
I'd actually be interested in seeing Matt Twisted versus Dark Usagi.
Yeah, I was actually thinking Matt Twisted or Rasta Lion, actually. One of those two against Usagi would be great.
Mm-hmm. Any other? Can we move on to our next match?
Yeah, let's
Yes,
move on to the
indeed.
next one.
Women's match: Tara Calloway making her return to San Diego against Hudson Envy.
Oh yes, and my Hudson Envy fanboyness can come out once again.
Yes, it can.
Yes, it can.
Fucking weirdo.
Fuck you. Anyway,
Look, we're both Riot Squad members. We're both Team Envy.
yeah, we are. We actually got two of our signs signed by her, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
I love watching Hudson just in matches in general. The general air of arrogance like that she gives off in the ring is, you know, great. Absolutely great. The one thing I was wondering about this match, though, it seemed that this almost came off to me like a squash match. Hudson just rolled over Calloway. And I was wondering, was that intentional? Or is Calloway shaking off a little bit of ring rust?
Well, it certainly wasn't. The intent was not to put over Hudson at the expense of Tara Calloway, especially because there's so few capable female performers out there in Southern California. At least compared to the men, that you really can't afford to squash anybody.
Right,
I
absolutely.
will say that Tara is working around a knee injury, and to her credit, you probably didn't even realize, that you probably didn't notice that, even though there was the big brace. But
I actually
that's,
didn't. She seemed like she was like I didn't notice she was working with a handicap at all.
I didn't see
Right.
the brace. I actually think her outfit for the night kind of covered up the brace. I didn't even notice
Right,
it.
and it was also nice of her to debut a new outfit for that show.
Exactly. Like, to me, like, I didn't really see it as a squash match. I did see Tara get him some offense, a couple of slams, a couple of, strikes here and there. It wasn't a squash match to me, but I can kind of see what Justin's point is, where Hudson kind of came out seeming the more...
The more dominant one here.
Exactly. But Tara Calloway, I did not notice a knee injury on her. Christ.
That's radical that she's working around with a knee injury and still managing to kick some type of ass.
Yeah, she, as I understand it, she would like to have surgery on it at some point. But what she did do was had a fundraiser to get her the brace that would allow her to keep working, and I think that, absolute props to her for doing that, because certain other female talent wasn't available. And we definitely wanted to bring Tara back to San Diego. She hadn't been here in a long time, and is has a great look to her, has a great work ethic, and is just a delight to be around.
Yeah, and you're right there. I really want to point that out. She does have a very good look.
She does have a very good look, and she, when it comes to female wrestlers, everybody pictures, the short girls from like WWE or anything or something along those lines.
A basic outfit that's like a kind of revealing top, revealing bottoms. That's about it.
Yeah, but Tara Calloway comes out there, not a small lady as far as stature goes, and just whipping some ass. I would love to see more out of her. Of course, Hudson
Yes.
Envy. I'm a fan of this. Queen of the Death Match, of course, and then Katana Vera from last time. You have a lot of people on this roster. I'm really looking forward to seeing more shows out of.
Maybe the next one can be a fatal 4-way.
Well, I only mentioned 3. So.
Well, I know, but there's 3. That means there only needs one more spot.
Right, and we're looking at other female. Not. I don't want to give the impression like that we're not content with the female talent that we have. We're absolutely ecstatic that they want to take part in it. But there are, of course, to keep the rotation going and to keep things interesting for the fans. There are other female talents that we're considering bringing into the fold at some point. But you'll definitely see the 3 that you've seen so far. You'll definitely see them again in other capacities, because they're just so good at what they do.
That's awesome.
We'd be stupid not to bring them back.
Right, and I think honestly, if I were to pitch an idea of a fatal 4-way, I think the only other person we'd need in that kind of a match, if you use Katana Vera, Tara Calloway, and Hudson Envy, a high flyer. Like a woman that really uses high-flying maneuver.
So what he's saying is put Eli in a dress.
Eli and drag.
Let's ruin our
was it?
funds
It
and
was-
profit margins by breaking more ceiling lights. That's what we need.
What was it? It was I believe it was Trent Beretta, and one of his gimmicks was the chick from Mexico. So basically, it was him in drag and a luchador mask.
So you mean
Nice.
Santina Morella?
No, he could actually do shit. Santina Morella can't do jack, except make out with the great Khali, because that was the thing. No, love the 3 of them. A great in ring, and also very nice outside of the ring as well. Hudson Envy, very cool. Tara Calloway was an extreme pleasure to speak to her briefly after the match, and Katana Vera from last 2 months ago, the show 2 months ago, she was great as well. So
I know that they're both very proud of the match, and they have every right to be. So
They're
they
hard-ass
both wanna-
workers.
Yeah, and they both want to take the footage back to their respective mentors and trainers and show them what they were able to accomplish. So I'm proud that they're proud.
Yeah, and honestly, from a person who really enjoys, just wrestling on any kind of capacity, it's really good to see the women bringing it just as hard as the men. That's
Definitely.
And in some cases, even harder.
yeah, and in some cases even harder. So, that's always a plus. Yeah, like I said, hard ass workers. I would like to see Tara Calloway more, so I can, just to see how she operates in the ring a little bit more often. So definitely glad that she's going to be around. But yeah, that was just my overall thoughts on the match.
And if for no other reason than to see that cool pterodactyl gear of hers again, that was just awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
That shit is actually pretty cool. It's like she's what was the old '90s cartoon? It wasn't Street Sharks. It was the one about dinosaurs.
Oh,
Anybody remember that one?
dinosaurs?
What?
We'll go with dinosaurs. Yes.
Dinosaurs.
It was almost like she was.
I am too young for this.
Probably.
You calling me old boy?
Yeah, I'm calling you old boy, like the movie Old Boy.
So
Good job.
So I fucked my daughter?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
spoilers if you haven't seen Old Boy. Go
Which
see
would
it.
take us
Yeah,
into
go
the
see it.
intermission.
Intermission. What happened during the intermission?
What do you mean?
We got beers.
Yeah, I thought there was supposed to be a magician.
There was a miscommunication on scheduling. So, yeah, we'll have to move that over to another night. However,
Thanks,
that
Obama.
doesn't mean that the intermission was completely without incident. Hardly the case.
Oh, no. We had a giant incident. John, would you care to fill us in on the whole backstory on this?
Sorry?
Would you care to tell us about the backstory on the intermission incident?
Yes, I was making some announcements, letting people know where they could find out more about us at fansunitedwrestling.com. Again, that's fansunitedwrestling.com. When I was rudely interrupted by somebody who had competed at the Skybox previously, one Joey the Bone Barone, who has not lost any.
Boo Roan!
Yeah, he has not lost any confidence since we saw him last. Without even having a match, he is now believing that he is the Fans United heavyweight champion based upon his past accolades. And
God damn. That's all I have to say. That promo was just goddamn. He was getting so much heat. Like,
Oh, fuck.
oh, man.
I want to say this. For all the times that I've made his name kind of a running gag, like swear Joey the Bone Barone comes out and wins the Royal Rumble.
You didn't think it would actually happen,
No,
did
I
you?
fucking didn't. He comes out at Fans United Wrestling just like, wait, no, this is totally not. Holy shit, it is. God damn it. I can't. Is that it? Is the running gag over now?
Yeah, the running gag's over. Now the swerve has been fulfilled. Joey the Bone Barone came out.
I guess he heard you. So, yeah, I guess, and I also guess security took the night off because that's, what are you going to do? I mean,
Yeah, the guy in
I'm sure
the gorilla
that,
position. didn't
I'm
stop
sure
him.
that Fans United will consider having him on as a performer. However, we need to state very clearly that despite what he may have said, despite what he might have brought to the ring, he is not the Fans United heavyweight champion. There will be a
No,
heavyweight
he's just
champion.
the people's champion.
Well, there will be a Fans United heavyweight champion, and if he's willing to play ball, maybe he will be a contender towards that at some point. But to claim that he's already the champion, it's just it's not something that we're endorsing at this time.
Well, I don't think Joey the Bone Barone's going to be happy to hear that. But that'll all need to be seen at Fandemonium, won't it?
I mean, we'll see. I just, I think it's insulting to the other talent to have that kind of an attitude. No one can take away what he's accomplished in this business. He's had a good modicum of success. But to come into someone's home and say, hey, it's mine, I'm here, so now it's mine, I don't know. That's, I don't know if that's how I would handle things.
Sounds like a case of squatters' rights to me.
A little bit.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Basically, he believes that he's been grandfathered in, and that's a whole other company, which I'm not even going to name. So he's going to have to earn his keep. No free rides in Fans United.
Yeah, I don't even remember the name of the company. What was it? TNA?
We'll
WCW?
go with
No,
that.
no, it was Wrestling Society X.
One of those.
It was Ohio
when we
Valley
come-
Wrestling.
We'll see. We'll see what comes. We'll see what happens with Mr. Boner.
With the
Mr. Bone,
boner.
excuse me. Yep. So then we come back from intermission, and we have our Nug Life Championship match, a tables match between Matt Twisted and Rasta Lion.
All right, I have one comment. Did anybody else think that table was really huge?
That table was huge and not cheap. Because that was not balsa. That was sweet, sweet mahogany. Because that shit looked like it would
Yep.
hurt if you went through that motherfucker. Now,
Well, and
say
somebody did go through that motherfucker.
oh yeah, they did.
And I'm just like, I was wondering for a second because I was like, where are the tables? Because like I had to go all around the ring and there was no tables coming
we
out.
kept
There's
on
a
making-
trash can and a chair.
Street sign. We kept on making dick jokes the entire time. We really did.
Well, I believe that
me and Jacob Diaz did.
I believe that they didn't want to go right to the tables. I think that the words that have been said amongst each other kind of made things very personal very quickly, and therefore they wanted to punish each other and have the opportunity to do so before going to the tables. Yes, as a competitor, you want to end the match and win as fast as possible, but especially with two such combustible elements as Matt Twisted and Rasta Lion, you can't always expect the expected.
Quick question: has Matt Twisted and Rasta Lion been in the ring before, together?
Looking through history, I can say that there's a good chance they'd been in a battle royal together at some point. But no, I believe that as far as a one-on-one encounter goes, this was their first time meeting each other.
Yeah, I definitely can't say I don't dislike them in the ring. I think they work together pretty damn well. But what really made the match was the swerve. But I'll talk about that in a second. What was your thoughts on it, John?
Well, at the beginning of the match, I was just like, last time Matt Twisted slayed the Giant. This time I was just like, can he really bring in that big game? Can he bring in the kill? And well, that swerve happened. Let's go into the swerve. Fucking
Joey the Bone Barone.
no, you shitbag. No, you shitbag. It was Hudson Envy. She
couldn't
came
resist.
out and put them both through the table.
No,
because
it
she's
was-
the queen of the Nug Life.
She was the queen of... No, it was Massive Meldicita.
Who kind of snuck up. I didn't notice him coming through the curtains. A man that size snuck up on the ring.
Yeah, and John Allen was talking shit. All kinds of shit.
Well, I just
So
you
much
know, I
so that
felt
he
it
had
was
to
a
run.
shame that such a competitive matchup was interrupted by somebody with sour grapes from the previous show.
Yeah, but oh man, that finish, that was like, okay, all right. Now Meldicita wins the match. Someone went through a table.
We got a match. We got a real match. Because Maldacito just fucking power bombing Rasta Lion through the table and then just choke slamming the hell out of Matt Twisted and taking the belt.
Yeah, he took the belt.
Yeah, so now, and as I understand it, Matt Twisted has not had the championship returned to him. So what's looking like what will happen at Fandemonium is what seemingly only thing that can happen. Rasta Lion didn't have the benefit of having his match to be decisively finished on his own terms, nor did Matt. And clearly Meldicito does not want to be denied another opportunity at the championship. So I believe what's probably going to happen to ensure that this that everything is handled as fairly as possible is a triple threat for the Nug Life Championship.
You know what? Here's what you should do. All right, we're at Skybox.
Oh, God.
It's going to be a ladder match on who will knock out the most lights.
No. What the fuck is wrong with you? No.
It's a knock out the light on a pole match, and you got to use the coal miner's gloves.
You're a different kind of man.
You
You're a different kind of man. I was
you need
I was
to
really
stop
impressed
watching
by
Vince
Rasta
Russo
Lion.
bullshit.
What'd you say, John?
I know Rasta has been competing in all kinds of matches down in Mexico, but I know that here in the States he really hasn't had the chance to shine in that kind of an opportunity. So there was a lot of speculating as far as like how good would he be? You know, what would he really bring the fight to Matt Twisted? And I would say yes. You know that who knows what would have happened if Maldacito hadn't interfered.
Right, no, you're right. And it was a solid ass match. No, okay, I have it. Barbed wire around the ropes. Just do it.
No,
Okay.
barbed wire instead of ropes.
Yeah, that could work too.
Oh, we'll
I was
think
just going
about it.
Yes, we'll think about it. We're the fans. Fans
Yep.
do the fans
No,
make
no.
the suggestions.
What we need is barbed wire, some C4
God
attached,
damn it.
spikes.
Props to Matt Twisted too for putting on one hell of a performance.
Okay, so yeah, that was
and the biggest corn dog you've ever seen.
what? Is that from something?
Maybe.
Oh man. Anyway, will you stop?
We then go into Damon Devine versus Rick Dynamic.
Now, I'm going to let Justin go in on this one. Because I know his opinion on this, and I want it to be heard.
Okay, this was interesting. This was an interesting night on a couple levels. The one thing that really stuck out to me was, unlike the show 2 months ago, unlike Skybox Mania, fucking Damon Devine did not get a very positive pop this time around. But it seemed like the fans were on the side of Rick Dynamic. And the one thing I'm starting to wonder, because although, you know, Damon Devine is a good in-ring, you know, has good in-ring ability, I'm wondering, is his character and his promo cutting starting to have John Cena syndrome on the fans? Just an honest question, because he seems like a very straight, by the book, you know, just cut out of a protagonist. He is the protagonist. He is the good guy, but the good guy that he plays doesn't have any.
So he's Rocky Maivia?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. He's Rocky Maivia. There you go. Thank you, John. That actually was really helpful. I was waiting for you to say some stupid bullshit, but that was really helpful.
You could
go
fuck yourself.
He's Rocky Maivia, and I'm wondering, is that like starting to sort of not rub off on the fans well?
Well, I mean, I know Rocky Maivia didn't go on to anything big. I mean, people just kind of forgot about him, but
Totally.
I think that on any given night, you know, you can have who knows. Wrestling fans can be so darn interesting at times with who they like and who they don't like.
Right.
I think that maybe there just happened to be a lot of SoCal crazy fans that night. Maybe it was the cool thing to do to root for someone who was perceived as the underdog in this case. So you might very well be right. There might be a case where some people. I really don't think it's possible that somebody's popularity could tape off substantially with a person in the span of like simply 2 shows. I really just think it was a matter of us having more of. I mean, there was a lucha chant that broke out, which didn't break out before, probably because a lot of luchas didn't show up. But I think it was the cool thing to root the guy who was the manager for one of the more well-known luchadors in town. That would be my guess, but I mean, time will tell.
Yeah, absolutely. I would just like to see, honestly, Damon Devine sort of have a little bit more grit to embarrass Fangs, just a little bit, you know, not to where he becomes like a tweener or a complete heel, but, you know, just to, you know, on the mic, a little bit more aggressiveness would be a little bit preferred, but that's just me. You know, my tastes don't dictate all.
Yep.
I would venture a guess when he finally gets his hands on SoCal Crazy, you might very well see a more aggressive, a more pissed off, a different side of Damon Devine. Because at this point, he feels very denied. He feels very denied that yet again, he was robbed out of his moment to step up to the plate. So now it's on June 27th. It will be Damon Devine. It will be SoCal Crazy one more time in the ring. And who knows how many. I think he knows how many shots do I have to beat this guy. So when he gets the chance again, you're probably going to see a different side of him that you haven't seen before.
So the next match would be the main event. Shady versus the Human Tornado. Or as I like to call him, El Snowflake from Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre, yeah. I like this match. I really did like this match, actually, a lot. I think I'm actually a pretty damn good Human Tornado fan just from that match alone. He's got a very interesting style, good in-ring presence, charisma.
I love his theme song.
You know what? This was what made this match great for me. You got Shady with his Eminem theme song, and you got fucking Human Tornado,
El
and
Snowflake.
El Snowflake. It's the battle of who's blacker, who is the true man from the streets.
With his giant hood pimp theme song.
His giant hood pimp cane. That was great.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Good luck being more street than the guy whose gimmick is based off a blaxploitation film.
Wait, which film? Which one?
Human Tornado.
Oh, so okay. Now I feel stupid.
You didn't put one and one together, dude?
No, I didn't put one and one together and get three. Not at all. I'm not bad at the mathematics. That was the right answer, right? No, yeah, I didn't put that together. Shit. Well, I feel stupid.
Yeah, that movie's on Netflix for the longest. I'm not sure if it's still up there, but I know they still have a lot of blaxploitation up there. But yeah.
I was like, maybe, what is he, Pootie Tang or something? Or
No,
Grandmaster Bushido Brown?
The look I'm giving him is priceless. So this match was highly touted as the main event. Shady, of course, coming off of that last big performance against
Jacob the Riot Diaz,
which was amazing. And then Human Tornado coming in, really big in the indies. Everybody loved him in Wrestling Society X, at least for the few of us who watched it. I was one of them.
Was he in CZW? Because he had a CZW sweatshirt on, and I was just like,
I'm not sure if
Human Tornado has been just about everywhere. He's even had a stint in Ring of Honor, if you can believe it. So he's definitely one of the more traveled combatants that's ever been in Fans United.
Well, that's awesome then. I really did not feel unsatisfied with the way the match turned out. Both competitors really left it all in the ring. It was a hard-fought match on both sides.
I remember I was on commentary and
Of course you were on commentary.
Shut up. Human Tornado's about to go up to the top rope. I'm like, dude, don't do it. We already had somebody crack their head. You're taller than he is. And so he gets up to the second rope. He's just like, shit, I can't go higher. Because he's literally touching the goddamn pipes up there. So he's just like, fuck it, elbow. Loved it.
We need a smaller ring in height. I think that's what.
What a brilliant way to pull off the D&D. I don't think it's ever been done that way, like a D&D off the top rope. Just amazing spot, and it's surprising the match didn't end there, to be honest.
All right, wait a minute. Hold on. Before we go any further, wait a damn minute. All right, so we're all doing commentary here, and he pulls off the D&D. Now, please let it be known, I didn't know what the D&D meant. The only thing I know what D&D is Dungeons and Dragons, because I'm a super nerd. So when you're telling me to say D&D, I'm like, what are you talking about? Take the mic back. I don't know what you're trying to say until afterwards when you're like, it's dat nigga dead.
Luckily enough, which I have to say, and I've told him this, I'm like, dude, that might be the coolest name for a finishing move I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Too bad you can't say it.
Well, luckily Jacob the Riot Diaz wasn't as reserved as I was, so he was happy to say it.
Well, he said dat ninja dead.
Yeah, he didn't go the full 9 on that.
That's funny.
Yeah, but now I know. Now whenever you just need some black up, just need some backup to say, racial slurs, I'm totally going to be there to just say dat nigga dead, and then I'll sit down and enjoy my beer.
Isn't your last name Garcia?
When I figured out what it meant, I even told John, I was like, John, check the last name. I don't think I'm qualified to say it either.
You're more qualified. Well, you can get away with it.
I'm more qualified than you'd think, but less than you'd hope.
It's the afro. That's what gives you the qualification.
Yeah, I mean, Justin, you got to remember, sometimes I've made some mistakes on commentary, but right now your track record is spick and span. So.
Oh, yeah, shit, that's right. That is fucking right. Okay, yeah.
Wait, your track record's clean? Really?
Yeah, my track record's clean.
Holy shit.
I have not
I am so glad. I'm so glad you missed the joke on that one.
Dude,
It's probably for the best.
I felt so dumb.
No. He kind of made another really bad racist joke right there because he said spick and span.
Oh.
There you go. There you go.
God damn it. Tea time with Body Slams. John Allen is a racist.
Tea time with Body Slams. Racially sensitive.
Racist.
Yeah, that was racist. Tea time with Body Slams, now sponsored by Donald Sterling.
Oh, we know a guy who hates him, who sued him. Christ almighty, dude. No. Don't say that bullshit. I'm still friends with that guy. Christ.
Hi, Taylor. Anyway.
Any other thoughts on the match?
Other thoughts on the match? I'm good. I thought it was awesome.
Shady totally picked up the win on that. Much deserved. It was a well-fought match. Both men showing on some high flying, some stable groundwork, and then some technical ability. This was an amazing match, and I'm happy it closed out the evening.
And it ended clean. Like, I actually enjoyed that. It ended actually clean. It worked. Like, it totally worked out for me that way.
Oh, yeah. Shady really played
There was,
the good guy act.
I tell you, I was so proud to call this match because Human Tornado, in the last couple of years since his knee injury, again, probably something you guys couldn't tell because of the quality of his work, really hasn't had for one reason or another, we haven't seen him go that long in a while in a match. But for him and Shady to go just a few minutes short of 20, it was just. I was so happy, and I told both of them, you should be very proud of what you did here tonight because it was great, and I hope that the word gets out. I hope you both get more bookings because of it.
Oh yeah, and Shady selling like a champ.
I actually thought that Shady died midway during the match because his head bounced off the mat, or what it looked like bounced the fuck off the mat, and I'm like, well, Concussion City, he's dead. He's dead. Somebody call the DMTs. It's over. Hate crime just happened. In the ring.
A hate crime? How's that a hate crime?
That nigga
congratulations
dead.
to them both.
So you're calling Shady
and
black?
Congratulations to Shady for picking up a very establishing win that night.
Yeah,
yeah, most definitely. Going 2-0 as far as Fans United is concerned. Both him and actually Jimmy Ray Walker going 2-0.
Now, in case you didn't know, speaking of records and stuff, did you guys know that Paul Heyman's client Brock Lesnar broke the streak at WrestleMania?
I thought his client was you, and you watched the Hulk Hogan porno.
That joke is so old now.
Still using it.
Yeah,
right.
But that was all the FU2 matches. The only comment I have to say is there was an old guy next to me whom I wanted to have a match with because he looked like the dude from Up and he wouldn't stay quiet for 5 minutes, and I think he was drunk as hell. That's all.
Oh, God. Well, probably, but God bless him. That's the best kind of fan sometimes.
Sometimes.
Overall thoughts
not when
about
you're
the show?
cutting promos.
Overall thoughts between, not to necessarily compare the two, but I guess you could. Between that and Skybox Mania.
Comparisons between FU2 and Skybox Mania.
I gotta say it. FU2 to me was the superior show.
FU2 definitely had the highlight match of Eli Everfly versus Jacob the Riot Diaz.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If I had to put up the two matches together, both the two highlights of each show, Jacob the Riot Diaz versus Shady, and Eli Everfly versus Jacob the Riot Diaz. Good God, that'd be a hard pick because both matches were insanely good.
Right.
But to me, overall, this show felt like a stronger show, and it's especially apparent that the talent's getting more comfortable. The fans are really getting into it.
They're starting to get to know some of these wrestlers a little bit better.
Oh yeah, this was an amazing show, man. You and the rest of the guys in the back should be 100% proud of this show. This was an amazing show.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm sure they'll appreciate hearing that a lot, and I know I do. So thank you for that.
Most definitely, man. And I cannot wait for Fandemonium. Now, John, what day is that again?
June 27th, another Friday, another glorious evening of wrestling at the Skybox. The 2 matches already confirmed, of course. Well, actually, there's 3 attractions confirmed already. Of course, Damon Devine will get his chance one more time. Finally, he'll get his rematch that he earned against SoCal Crazy.
I cannot wait for that.
I am buying cheek lace.
Oh, dude. Okay,
Yeah,
so
he won't be in Florida this time.
he won't be in Florida this time. All right, that means he's not safe. I actually wanted no. You were gonna say that joke, John. So John was saying to those people who are listening to this podcast on YouTube for reasons, he was gonna buy a box of cheek lace because apparently the running gag is Rick Dynamic and SoCal Crazy are cheek lace vendors, and he was going to throw them at SoCal Crazy. So not only may you may be able to look forward to Damon Devine versus SoCal, but you'll also be able to look forward to Jonathan Chavez, the Latin sex machine, getting the crap kicked out of him by SoCal Crazy. It should be a blast. So go to Fandemonium for anything, if not for that.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, you shitbag.
I have all the confidence that you'll get beat up in the world. All of it.
It's also looking like more than likely, I'd imagine you'll probably see a triple threat between Matt Twisted, Rasta Lion, and the massive Maldacito for the Nug Life Championship.
I love Matt Twisted, and I just love anything he's involved in. So fuck it.
Matt Twisted is great. Can't wait to see Maldacito get out there, and Rasta Lion. I want to see more of him.
Maldacito doing front flips and shit. Fuck all that. That shit's crazy.
And, of course, we can't forget that the winner of the Talent Showcase Battle Royal, Ali Hussein, will be in action.
Ali Hussein! All right, so,
Ali
has the match...
Jihad.
Oh, so, was it just a guaranteed match, or was it a guaranteed match that's already been picked out, like the style of match? Is it going to be like a one-on-one, triple threat? Do we have any details there, or not yet?
Guaranteed. The gimmick behind that is there's so many people, and I'm blessed that this is the case, that want to be a part of this show. Unfortunately, there's only so many hours of show we can put on. There's only so much we can afford. So he is... It's much like in Survivor. He is safe. He's not voted off the island. He'll definitely have a featured match on the card. So congratulations to him for that.
Ali Hussein versus Chris Disney. Make it happen.
Oh well, that's certainly a possibility.
Especially with the you know why this works, John.
Shh, we can't.
I won't spoil it.
Give everything away on the podcast.
No, I won't spoil it. But you know as well as I do. You know how this will work. You know this will work perfectly.
I do. Well, it would definitely be a very interesting clash of styles and beliefs.
I say Ali Hussein versus John Allen.
No, you just took a great match and you just ruined it with John Allen.
Oh, screw you, Coaches. No one likes you.
Look here, Carlito.
Yeah. Hey, man, you know what cool is? You know what cool is? John Allen hurting his leg, falling out the ring.
Limping ain't easy, man. Well, guys, thank you very much for all of your positive feedback on the show. Thank you for your insight. I'm sure that I hope that our listeners enjoyed it as well. And, of course, if they would like to see the show that we've been talking about, there will be a DVD available for sale at some point. But, of course, they'll also have the chance to buy tickets for our next show, which will be Fandemonium on June 27th in San Diego, California, at the Skybox Sports Bar and Grill.
And let it be known that the title for the show, is actually spelled correctly. Let's keep that in mind.
Hooray!
We have grammar people checking that.
Right. I'm happy that Jesus, how to put it. You know, for anybody who has a problem with that, I hope you don't seek any revenge against me. But
Revenge. Dring.
you know,
But yeah, no.
we try not to have too many spelling errors at Fans United. I mean, spelling errors.
Damn,
Sorry.
autocorrect. But
Right.
check out fansunitedwrestling.com for more details. Obviously, tickets are already for sale now, right?
Yeah, they should be now. Yes.
So then by the time this is up there, you should already have bought them. If not, I will be very upset at you. And I will send Mel DeCita to your
if not,
house.
you're missing out. If not, you're missing out on. You're doing yourself a disservice because you're missing out on one of the most interesting, unique, and diverse shows that are out there for pro wrestling.
Right.
If you guys aren't going to the show, we'll put you in the camel clutch. We'll make you humble.
Someone did that too.
Yeah, we'll break your back.
Break
they
your
did.
back.
Break your back. Oh, mate, that chant came back.
Break your back.
That
Yes, it
chant
did.
came back, didn't it?
Yes,
that
it
chant
did.
came back at the show. Yeah, that was great. Can't wait to say it again to SoCal. Hopefully he remembers me and will remember to yell at me for nothing.
Yep.
He will.
Well, I need some sleep, you guys. So I've had a long night of talking and puking.
All right.
So
Before we go,
thank you all of our wonderful
Before we
What?
go, don't forget to like us on Facebook at Fans United Wrestling. I mean, Fans United. Yeah,
I
like
was just
that
gonna
too.
say that,
You
yeah.
can like that too, and like us on Facebook at Tea Time with Bodyslams. Also check us out on Twitter at Tea Time with Bodyslams. Like, comment, and subscribe, and you can also send your questions and comments and stuff to teatimewithbodyslams@yahoo.com.
That was the thing.
Yeah, that was the thing. I
Yes, you
plugged it
can.
all.
All right. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, you all
Thank
have
you
a
for
pleasant evening.
listening.
Bye, motherfuckers.
Tea time with Bodyslams.